Do you wake up feeling more exhausted than when you went to bed? Or maybe you hit the afternoon slump like clockwork even after your third cup of coffee? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Fatigue is one of the most common complaints in the modern world, and yet we rarely understand why it's happening. You might think, maybe I just need more sleep. But the truth is, tiredness goes far beyond how many hours you clock in at night. In this video, we're diving deep into the real reasons you're always tired and what you can do about it. Let's start with something obvious, but also misunderstood: your sleep. Most people know that adults need around 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. But what many don't realize is that not all sleep is equal. You could spend 8 or even 9 hours in bed, but if your sleep is fragmented, shallow, or disrupted, you'll still feel tired in the morning. Good sleep isn't just about quantity, it's about quality. Think about your environment. Is your room dark and quiet? Do you go to bed at the same time every night? Or do you scroll through your phone under the covers until 1 a.m.? Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin production, which makes it harder for your brain to shift into rest mode. And even if you fall asleep quickly, that disruption to your natural rhythm might prevent you from entering deep sleep and REM cycles, both of which are crucial for feeling restored. Sleep disorders can also sneak in unnoticed. Sleep apnea, for instance, causes you to stop breathing multiple times throughout the night, often without even realizing it. This not only lowers oxygen levels, but also disrupts your natural sleep architecture. The result? You wake up tired no matter how many hours you've been in bed. Next, let's talk about your diet. What you eat has a direct impact on how much energy you have. A poor diet can leave you feeling sluggish, foggy, and low on motivation. Nutrient deficiencies in particular are a silent epidemic. Take iron, for example. Iron is vital for carrying oxygen in your blood. Without enough of it, your cells are literally starved of the oxygen they need to function, leaving you feeling drained. Women, especially those who menstruate, are at higher risk for iron deficiency anemia. Then there's vitamin B12. It supports nerve function and helps create red blood cells. Low B12 can make you feel mentally foggy, weak, and short of breath. Magnesium, another key player, is involved in hundreds of biochemical reactions, including those that produce energy. And let's not forget vitamin D. It's not just for bones, it also supports immune health and mood. If you're spending all day indoors, especially during the winter, your vitamin D levels could be critically low. The solution? Don't just assume everything's fine. If you're always tired, it's worth getting some basic blood work done. It could reveal something as simple as a deficiency that's easily fixable with a supplement or dietary changes. Now here's a big one: hydration. Most people walk around in a constant state of mild dehydration without even realizing it. And even slight dehydration can impact your energy levels, focus, and mood. Water helps regulate your body temperature, lubricate joints, and transport nutrients. If you're not getting enough fluids, your body has to work harder to function. Your blood becomes thicker, circulation slows down, and your heart pumps less efficiently. That means your brain and muscles receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients, which leads to fatigue. And no, drinking soda or coffee all day doesn't count. In fact, caffeinated drinks can be diuretics, making you lose even more fluids. Try this. Start your morning with a full glass of water before you reach for that cup of coffee. It sets the tone for your day and helps jumpstart your body's systems. You may also be feeling tired because you're not moving enough. Yes, it sounds strange. How can being inactive make you feel more exhausted? But it's true. When you sit for long periods, your metabolism slows down, circulation weakens, and your muscles become stiff and tight. All of this makes your body feel heavy and low energy. Regular physical activity, like walking, stretching, yoga, or any kind of movement, actually increases energy levels. It boosts blood flow and oxygen to your muscles and brain, releases endorphins, and helps regulate your sleep cycle. You don't need to hit the gym for hours. Just 20-30 minutes of gentle movement each day can make a huge difference. Now, let's get into something a bit more subtle: mental fatigue. You don't need to be physically active to feel drained. Our brains are constantly processing information, making decisions, solving problems, and dealing with emotional stress. Mental fatigue can hit just as hard as physical exhaustion. Ever feel completely wiped after a long day of emails, Zoom meetings, and multitasking, even though you barely left your chair? That's mental fatigue at work. When you're under constant pressure, your body stays in a low-level state of fight or flight. Your adrenal glands pump out cortisol, your muscles stay tense, and your brain stays on high alert. Over time, this wears you down. It leads to trouble concentrating, poor sleep, irritability, and, you guessed it, chronic tiredness. If you're mentally exhausted, try unplugging for a while. Take short breaks. Step outside. Meditate. Listen to music. Breathe deeply. Your brain needs downtime to reset, just like your body. Of course, mental fatigue and poor sleep often go hand in hand with another hidden energy thief: chronic stress. When you're stressed, your body uses up energy faster. You're constantly burning fuel, even if you're just sitting still. Chronic stress also affects digestion, immunity, and hormone balance. It throws everything off track and makes you feel tired, anxious, and overwhelmed. This leads us to a more modern problem: burnout. Burnout is more than just feeling stressed or overworked. It's a state of complete emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged stress. It leaves you feeling hopeless, unmotivated, detached, and drained. And the scary part? It often sneaks up slowly. You might think you're just tired lately, until one day you realize you haven't felt truly energized in months. To combat burnout, you have to go beyond simple rest. You need to restore. This means setting boundaries, taking time off when you can, reconnecting with hobbies or passions, and giving yourself permission to not always be productive. Rest isn't a reward. It's a requirement for a healthy life. Now, let's shift gears and talk about caffeine and sugar. Caffeine gives you a temporary energy boost by stimulating your central nervous system. But too much of it, especially late in the day, can interfere with your sleep, leading to a vicious cycle of dependence and exhaustion. Sugar works similarly. You get a quick high, followed by a crash that leaves you feeling worse than before. Instead of relying on quick fixes, fuel your body with slow-burning energy sources like whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats, and fiber-rich vegetables. These keep your blood sugar stable and your energy levels more consistent throughout the day. Sometimes persistent tiredness is your body waving a red flag, telling you that something deeper is going on. Medical conditions like hypothyroidism, diabetes, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, depression, and autoimmune diseases can all lead to chronic fatigue. These aren't things you can fix with better sleep or more water. If your tiredness is unrelenting, unpredictable, or comes with other symptoms like unexplained weight changes, brain fog, or mood swings, it's time to see a doctor. Don't ignore the signs. Lastly, and this one is often overlooked, sometimes the deepest kind of tiredness comes from feeling disconnected. Disconnected from purpose, from meaning, from joy. When your daily routine feels meaningless or unfulfilling, it takes a toll on your energy. You might be going through the motions, but deep down, something feels missing. That kind of tired isn't fixed with naps or green smoothies. It requires introspection. Ask yourself, what do I really want? What excites me? What drains me? What do I need more of in my life? Even small steps toward realignment, like trying a new hobby, having meaningful conversations, or doing something creative, can begin to lift that fog. You deserve to live a life that energizes you. So, if you're always tired, don't just accept it. Your fatigue is a signal, not a flaw. It's your body and mind trying to get your attention. Whether it's poor sleep, stress, dehydration, a medical condition, or an emotional disconnect, the first step to feeling better is understanding why you feel this way. Take your energy seriously. It affects everything: your health, your relationships, your productivity, your happiness. Start small. Drink more water. Go for a walk. Set a bedtime. Say no to one thing. Say yes to something that excites you. Little changes, repeated daily, can completely transform the way you feel. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a like, hit subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little more energy in their life. You deserve to feel awake, alive, and vibrant. Let's get there together.